Again, I played all the games. We're gonna duplicate that. Starting at $2, and these cards could be yours. Oh, AC Fines is in. Welcome. Thank you. Again, I will tell you, for the most part, these cards are fairly clean. If you like this, again, there's a little whitening there in the corner. Again, I'm not going to say any of these are PSA 10 worthy, but you could potentially get that with all the new PSA grading kind of things. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos out where they send the same cards in twice and get two different grades and things. I'm not a grading reseller at all. I just like to collect. My goal currently is to collect at least one card from every Pokemon, which I have a majority of. I've finished 151. Obviously, that's the easiest set to do. And currently, somewhere in Gen 2 is where I'm stuck. All right. Back to some rocket action. So, duplicate. You have a rocket Diglett, a rocket Drowsy. Again, you're going to see some of the similar artwork because of these vintage cards. Did very different. Rocket Zubat and a rocket Porygon. And starting that auction. I do have some Gen 2 Buckbait, not Gem, Generation Star base is what I have. And Jomiji taking that one down. Awesome. Let's see if I can throw some other rocket at you that you haven't seen already. Duplicate. So we have the English version of the banned card. Again, it's not banned in English, but in the Japanese version, he is absolutely looking up that little girl skirt, sadly. But this is English, so it's not banned. So you have a Grimer rocket, a Magikarp rocket, Magnemite rocket, and what haven't we shown yet? Oh, and we got to show the Oddish rocket, which has this frog in it, which is not a normal Pokemon. But it does have a frog in it. And we got Buck Babes in. Awesome. And Babe, I will not ask if Buck is bidding or, or anything like that. All right, let's go on to look at some fossil here. All right, you got the Grimer already. All good. The Grimer's awesome. So this one I'm going to run just a couple out of fossil. This is a first edition Geodude. First edition cards in English are worth a little bit more, just to kind of let you know, but that is fairly clean. The little smudge there was on the top loader, and we will run it with a Ekans and why not a normal Geodude. So you get a first edition Geodude, an Ekans, and a regular Geodude. I do not have the band card in my PC, sadly. Um, Hidden Treasures has it, and I've been trying to buy it off of him for a while. All right, but babe. right, that's the Grimer in Rocket. Let's see if I have another one. If you're wondering why it's banned, it's because he's looking up the skirt of the young lady who's in front of him. Um, I don't seem to have another one right in front of me. Doesn't mean I don't have another one, but it's not right in front of me at the moment. And Hidden is in here. All with Hidden being in here, I gotta throw up his favorite card, one of his favorites, which is the Rocket Squirtle. So let's duplicate that. We got a Rocket Squirtle. We'll run it with a Drowsy, a Rattata. Sorry if you're getting some of these. And a Zubat. No, sorry. Yeah, I already said it. Zubat and a Diglett, all from Rocket. Oh, dude, I have so much Rocket right now. The Squirtle alone is at least a $3 card. Oh, and Buckbait took it. I mean, you can see. I mean, it's a fairly clean card too. Not seeing much whitening on it at all. There's a little bit there at the corner, but again, it is a vintage card. All right. How about we haven't looked at jungle yet, so let's look at some jungle. So you have Venonat, Goldeen, Rhyhorn, Pharaoh, and we'll throw in an Oddish. These are all from the jungle set. All good. No love for jungle. That's fine. How about a love for a Charizard GX? I know it's not vintage, but I do have to start this one up at 5. So normally everyone loves a Charizard. Oh, uh-oh. How do I start my 5? Duplicate. All right. Move to stage. All right. Charizard GX. Again, not vintage, but absolutely a starter. I love it. The 77. Awesome. Buckbait, good takedown. All right, let's go English base set. Coming up next, let's go back to $2 cards. Let's duplicate and move to stage. You're gonna get a Kakuna base set, and its matching brother, the Metapod of base set. Let's throw in. I know you're gonna laugh at me, but I'm gonna throw in an energy. Again, this is a base set energy. It's a little cooked there in the corner, which I'm not happy about. But make it slightly better with a base set starter Pokemon Bulbasaur. And thank you all who have already bought. Again, you're just fueling my obsession with Pokemon, and I will continue to probably just buy more and sell more. Buck Babe with the win there. Awesome. All right, let's duplicate that. And we're going to Gym Challenge again. Let's go with a Brock's Sandslash, a Brock's Geodude, Brock's Graveler, a Brock's Diglett. See if I have any other Brocks right now. Not with me. So we're just going to run that since I don't have a lot of the other ones. Let's also throw in a Giovanni's Machop. So these are all from Gym Challenge. You get 3 of Brock's Pokemon, or 4 of Brock's. I can't talk. 4 of Brock's Pokemon. Awesome, great takedown again. And just because I only have 5 left in Gym Challenge that I've gotten out, let's get. Oh, never mind. I lied because 2 of them are duplicates. I have 4 of them left. A Koga's Tangela, Koga's Muck, it's kind of a sweet card. A Blaine's Duo, and again, going back to the original, we have an Erica's Bulbasaur. And again, just showing you some corners there. These are fairly clean cards. If you are interested in grading, I think this would probably get a fairly good grade, particularly for the price that you're about to get it at. So let's duplicate. We'll run it. Buck Babe, thank you. All right. I haven't seen Joe Meiji bid for a while, so let's maybe entice him with a Dark Magneton from Team Rocket. And we're going to throw in a Japanese Team Rocket with this one. And it's one of my favorites. Again, fairly clean card. A Psyduck from Team Rocket. And one more. An Abra from Team Rocket. So you get the Dark Magneton, which is probably your better card here. An Abra, and then a Japanese Team Rocket Psyduck. Oh, got Night Owl in. Uh-oh, new buyer here. I like it. Nice takedown. All right. Gonna go on a rocket train for a second. So that same Abra, but now you're gonna get him in first edition Team Rocket. And then also a first edition Slowpoke from Team Rocket. Just run 2 of those together. So first edition Abra, first edition Slowpoke from Team Rocket. Buck Babe with 655. I like the 6, not the 77, Jomiji. All right, let's go on a Brock hunt of cards out of Gym Heroes. You have Brock's Onyx, Brock's Rhyhorn, Brock's Mankey, and what I think is one of the coolest cards, which doesn't get enough love, is actually Brock's Sandshrew. That is one of the prettiest artworks out there. And let's start that auction. Again, for Brock's Pokemon out of Gym Heroes. And Buck Babe. I like it. Quite the stack going on. I like. It's always fun. So let's stay in Gym Heroes for right now. And we got a Sabrina's Venomoth. Again, kind of a really cool card. Erica's Bellsprout. Erica's Execute. Let's see if I have one more Erica in here. Then I actually have an Erica's Bellsprout. There's a slightly different artwork there. Run that one. It is running. Awesome. Thank you again. All right. I have 5 original base set Japanese. Again, if you weren't here earlier, these are the Pocket Monsters before they went to their newer. You have a Doduo, a Caterpie, a Weedle, and just because I had them in the same stack, and I'm sorry I said we were going to do Gen 1, but these are both Gen 2. A Magma from Gen 2, from one of the Neo sets. I can't remember which one it is exactly. And then also a Shuckle from Gen 2. And those are running now. Awesome. Thank you, Buck Babe. We have not done any base set 2. So let's throw out some base set 2. Metapod base set 2. Magnemite base set 2. Venonat base set 2. Spearow. And again, I will tell you, a lot of these cards are fairly clean. Like, not a lot of whitening or anything on them. They are gradable. Nidoran. And let's throw 6. I got to get rid of my wife's not favorite card, which is the Cubone, just because of the story. He's actually crying in this one, so we got to get rid of that one. If you don't know the Cubone story, where he got his helmet from was from his dead mother. It's quite a sad story, and this is actually not a lore story. It's actually in the Pokemon game as well, not just in the anime. Awesome. Thanks, honey. Pokewife Life. I like that. It's a good name. All right, let's go into some fossil. Tentacruel from the fossil set. Ekans from the fossil set. I am not the king, so Kabuto from the fossil set. and a Krabby from the Fossil set. The Kabuto actually still fetches probably $3 on its own, though it is not the first edition that the Kabuto King was collecting. So I think he's donated most of that to money. Awesome Night Owl taking it down. Yes. Right. Like, donate all to charity, which is awesome. But I wish I had that much money to just kind of give away. Or any money to give away, for that matter. Oh, I can't give away. I'm going to show you this card, but I'm not giving it. This is a German Geodude from Fossil, which I really like. And I got it from somebody here. Maybe hidden. I'm not sure. But that is staying. I didn't realize that one was there. But to replace it, here is an English. And to go along with that, you're getting an Omanite from Fossil, a Horsey from Fossil, and a Seadra, a Horsey and a Seadra. Let's get the evolutionary line going there from Fossil. And that is running now. Awesome. I'm sorry if the camera's jumping. I think it's catching some of my face from my own Pokemon card in the back. So I'm just going to move that. It is a cool card. My wife got me this card. It was custom made with, Poke Love on the back of it. She's in the chat. She could probably tell you where she got it. Oh, Jomiji, are you here? I know you're trying to master set. Does master set include trainer cards? You can let me know. 'Cause I have a bunch of master set. Like, if you want a master set, like Team Rocket trainers as well. And if anybody wants base set trainers, I have them as well. But for right now, we'll just run some regular Team Rocket. Some Mankey from Team Rocket. Coffee from Coughing, which I need to do. A Diglett from Team Rocket. And the cutest little Dratini from Team Rocket. Let's throw one more in there. And the Machop. Oh, I already have a Machop. Sorry. No, it's a Mankey. So a Machop. 5 cards, 1 money. As some of those people like to say. Start the auction. Okay, these are all from Team Rocket set. All right, Night Owl taking it down. Awesome. So I have another Dratini up there, and we'll run it with its evolutionary Dark Dragonair from Team Rocket. I do have a Dark Dragonite, though it is staying in my PC, and I'm sorry. We'll start those. Dark Dratini and Dark Dragonair. Awesome, good pickup. I'm pretty sure the Dark Dragonair is worth the money there. All right, let's go to Jungle. Duplicate. All right, you get a Jungle Pharaoh, a Venonat, a Paris, or Paros, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and a Goldeen, and I'm pretty sure. I think we already sold it. I was going to put the Sparrow up there also. So we will run it with an Oddish. Again, all from Jungle Set, all vintage. No, Night Owl. Oh, getting challenged. I like it. Awesome, thank you. Let's run some better jungle for a second. Again, none of the hollows right now, but still better jungle, some higher evolutionary ones. We're going to start with the jungle Pidgeot, which I think is around a $5 card, and a jungle Butterfree, which again I think is also a good card as well. And starting it at $2. Buck Babe picks. I like it. Yeah, the Pidgeot's really nice. And again, really pretty clean. Again, if you like to grade stuff, I assume that would either come back. And you see some whitening there. But I think it would probably come back an 8, I would say. But I don't grade. So don't take my word on that one. All right, let's duplicate that and go to base set. A base set Kakuna. One of the higher looking cards here, a base set Ghastly. And going to run that with a base set Magmar, which I think is an awesome artwork from Magmar as well. And that is running now. Night Owl, thank you. Again, if you guys have any Pokemon that you would like to see, I can't guarantee I have it in vintage, but I probably have it elsewhere, or kind of things. You know, I have some other kind of really cool cards. You know, if you want to, if you like the Mega Gengar, or if you are a Mewtwo fan, or have a nice e-reader, Mr. Mime here, that I believe I got from Trash to Treasure as well. Or we can run some more newer Pikachu as well. Or maybe a Ditto is more your style. Here, we'll split it up a little bit. I think I have a really cool Ditto that I can run with that. So let's actually put a full art Ditto VMAX up on the stage. We're going to run it with a Ditto from Fossil. For me in this one, I'm going to have to start at 5. You don't always see, particularly the Ditto from Fossil, come up very often. The Ditto from that VMAX Ditto is pretty sweet too. Awesome, Buck Babe taking it down. All right, where are we going to go from here? Let's do a couple cards from the 25th anniversary. Again, start $5 start just because it's already up there. If you don't want, and I might mix in some other things with it. Professor's Research. I like it. It has Professor Oak on it. You actually see his hand coming down on the card writing, which I like a lot. And then a Lugia, which is a hollow Lugia from the Celebration 25th anniversary set. And let's put a, give me one moment, one of everybody's favorite Pokemon in there. A 2020 Snorlax with the big Chunkachu sleeve with it as well. And we're going to start that auction. Again, Professor's Research 25th anniversary, Lugia Hollow 25th anniversary, and a Snorlax. Awesome, thank you. All right, let's go back to the Gym Heroes. We'll switch it back down to my $2 starts here. I know I'm probably messing something up on this end, but I'm trying not to. Let's do another Brock lot here. Apparently, I have a lot of Brock cards. Brock's Mankey, which you've seen before. One that you have not is a Brock's Golbat, a Brock's Lickitung, and to go along with the Golbat, you have to get Brock's Zubat. And let's start that auction. Ooh, battling out for Brock's Pokemon. I like it. And Buckbay taking it down. All right, let's go to a different set here. And I'm blanking on this one. It's one of the Neo sets. I can't remember which one it is. It has like the little almost cake looking thing. I'm going to call it a cake. You guys could probably see what it is better. If anyone knows what that set is, which one of the Neos, just put it out there. Oh, my light's going out a little bit. Hopefully you can still see okay. So we have a Goldeen from that set. A cool looking Staryu from this set. Again, this set is from 2000, I believe. On the bottom of the card, it says 95 to 2000. One of my favorite is the Farfetch'd from this set. You can see it. And then let's add a, since we had the Goldeen, might as well add the Seeking from this set as well. And we'll duplicate that. Again, these are 25-year-old cards. Kind of cool. There are way too many sets. I agree. But they're fun. Again, I know the more base ones. And J. Denny's with that one. Nice. Sticking with that set, one of the reasons why I like this set is because of the unknowns that are with it. I'm currently trying to collect all the unknowns. These are extras that I don't have, or I have extras of. That is Unknown K. This is Unknown I. And, oh, well, I have 2 Unknown I's. And we will run that with that cool Staryu as well. So you get 2 Unknown I's, an Unknown K, and a Staryu from this set. All right, no love for the unknown. Okay. Whew. I love the unknowns. But it's okay if you don't. All right, back to some Team Rocket that I have out here. You have Porygon from Team Rocket, Coughing from Team Rocket, Voltorb from Team Rocket, Slowpoke from Team Rocket, and a Rattata from Team Rocket. Starting that now. Awesome. Thank you. You have quite the stack. I'm glad you think it's cute, because we're going to throw another one up, but this is a first edition Rattata from Team Rocket. And we will put it up with a first edition The Boss's Way trainer from Team Rocket. I know modern trainers aren't worth a lot, but a lot of these vintage trainers are. I believe this Boss's Way is worth some. If you want to look it up, you can, but we are going to run it starting now. Again, first edition Team Rocket, Rattata, and a Boss's Way. All right, Buck Babe. Buck and Babe. All right, going on to base set 2, you get a Voltorb, a Staryu, a Spearow, a Magnemite, a Starmie, and a Diglett when I get it up there. All from base set 2. Again, really good condition for the most part. Night Owl taking those down. Good pickup. Again, particularly if you're trying to master set any of these, it's really good. Is this the Aztec symbol that you're talking about for Neo? Jay Denny's? Yeah. So we're going to run this Neo set now, starting with a Poliwag. This Neo set had Gen 2 in it as well. So you're going to get some Gen 2 Pokemon that you haven't seen yet, which is a Hoppip, a Wooper, and a Pineco. Kind of a fun. To be fair, I knew it was a Neo set. Wasn't sure what Neo set it was. But they're fun Pokemon. Again, these are all very vintage. 2000, 2001, I think, was around this time. Buck Babe taking that one down. Keep going with this set. You have this really kind of cool artwork kind of starting kind of with this set. So you have this really cool Metapod with real harsh lines. So Neo Genesis is this one. Is that the double star? Sorry, I don't know if you can see that well. Or is that... Oh, I have the other double star somewhere too. Oh, 2 white stars. Okay. We'll get there. Anyway, this is the Neo Discovery, I believe. So you have a Metapod, a Kakuna. You could have this really funky Kabuto, which looks a lot different. And let's throw in a Sentret. Really cute kind of Sentret from this. Duplicate and start the auction. Cool, getting some good Gen 2 Pokemon there. Again, these are all... Oh, light came back on. As our sports card people will call, these are rookie cards for a lot of these Pokemon. Or some of them, at least. All right. This is another set. It's like a celebration set from 2002. This set symbol has like a little medal. I can't remember the name of it, but it has a lot of the original artwork to it. And you'll get a Weedle, a Doduo, an Ammonite, and a Ghastly with this set. I feel like that's not enough. Which one do I want to put in there? Let's put the Nidoqueen in there. Legendary Collection. Again, really kind of cool set. You know, celebration before celebration kind of idea. And it is running now. Awesome. Again, the Nidoqueen is such a cool card from that set. Again, I know it's the same look as base set, but I have a lot. We have 5 more cards from that set. All good cards. The Omanite from Legendary. Then we have a Kadabra from Legendary. A Seadra from Legendary. One of my favorites, the Golduck from Legendary. And the sad but awesome Butterfree from this Legendary collection as well. Really cool cards going on right now. Again, that's the Butterfree, a Golduck, a Seadra, Kadabra, and an Omanite. And that is all starting right now. Again, you're getting evolutions with this one. All right. Awesome. Man. So let's look at the Star one. Again, I'm sorry for not knowing these exactly, but they are vintage. I'll have to look it up. But again, we're starting with Gen 2 Pokemon with this one. Neo Destiny. All right. Thank you. So you get Slugma. You get this very, very, very sad Ladybug. Crying, scared. Another really cool Ghastly. And let's throw in this very, very playful Growlithe. 4 cards from Neo Destiny, Growlithe, Ghastly, Ladybug, and Slugma. I believe this was the set that was kind of against the Team Rocket set a little bit, which you're going to find out here in a second. Who took that one? Oh, Buck and Babe. Nice. Because you get these really, really kind of cool light Pokemon cards. So you have a light Golduck there, and we'll run it with this light Sunflora. And that is running now. Awesome, thank you. All right, let's get into Fossil. You get a Tentacool. You get a Tentacruel. Horsey. And an Omastar. All cool water Pokemon from the Fossil set. All right. I'm happy to take those down. I swipe, but no swiping. Are we on Dora? Here, well, we'll leave those 4 up. Again, that's a Tentacool, a Tentacruel, an Omastar, and a Horsey. Buck Baby, if you want to get out and come back in, you can do that. So oh yeah, we have plenty of stuffies. If anybody would like to see some stuffies at some point on one of the shows as well. And to make it all better for all of you, we'll add another Kabuto from Jungle. If you're wondering, I have another one as well. So that didn't run, so let's duplicate it and start. So here you go. You get the Kabuto. You get a Horsey, Omastar, Tentacool, and Tentacruel. Hello, J Ride. Welcome in. And Buck Babe. I'm glad you got back in. that was the same cards, Buck or Babe. I ran the same cards again, just so you could see it. We are going to go slightly bigger on the Fossil now. We have a Haunter from Fossil. We have a Magmar from Fossil. And one of our awesome birds here, a Moltres from Fossil. Not hollow, but still a really, really great card. And it could be yours for $2. AC. Oh, Buck is back in it. Buck Babe's back in it. Awesome. Thank you. Again, that Moltres is a sweet card. Again, staying in Fossil for right now. You're going to do a Kingler, a Golduck, a Zubat, a Grimer, and the simplest Slowpoke you've ever seen. Again, all very clean cards, very light whitening. Again, you're going to see some in the corners, but again, they are, 25 to 30 years old. Again, the money here is probably more in the Golduck and the Kingler. Awesome. Thank you. All right, let's go to Fossil, or not Fossil, Jungle. And we have, starting with let's duplicate that, a Jungle Bellsprout, a Venonat, a Goldeen, a Oddish, and then let's make it a little bit better. You've seen this card already, but it is the Jungle version of the Nidoqueen. Again, non-hollow, still a really cool card. So you get those 5 cards starting at $2. Jay Denny's has it right now. Oh, and Buck Babe is taking it in. Awesome. Nice. Again, whether you're wanting to resell these or if you're wanting to sell them, I think you can make your money back. Particularly if you are a better seller than I am currently. Staying in Jungle, we have a Rhyhorn, another Venonat, we will Bellsprout, kind of seen some of these before, and then Nidoran, and let's run this one with a Dodrio, the evolved version of a Doduo. You can have those cards for $2 plus shipping and taxes. Awesome. And just seeing if people are interested at the moment, here is a set of Rocket trainer cards. So, you know, the thing after you go to Taco Bell, you have this challenge card, but within the challenge card, if you collect, you know, any of these Pokemon, you have an Arbok, you have Snorlax, Victory Bell, Muck, Machamp, a Boss's Way. Again, these aren't first edition, but these are cool cards. Here is a Sleep, which also has a Snorlax, features Snorlax on it, and a Digger. Again, all trainer cards from Team Rocket set. Duplicate and run that now. No problems if you're not interested in trainers. It's really more if you're trying to master set something. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see here. Just looking through some cards here. Oh, here's your Main Street Dreams. There's your double stars as well. Given my voice, I'm probably only going to go on for maybe another 10, 20 minutes, just because I'm losing out on my voice here. But when we're looking at trainers, from base set trainers, a Scooped Up, Energy Retrieval, Item Finder, I want to make sure they're from base set. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking through some cards. This is a Switch, I believe, but Japanese. Again, Pocket Monster. Trainer card. Of course, you have to have a potion. And we'll add the Super Potion. And with the potion, and sorry, I'm looking for, trying to find a bill, but I'm not having success finding a bill at the moment. So we're just going to run those trainer cards at the moment. So you get a potion, a Super Potion, a Switch in Japanese, Item Finder, Energy Retrieval, and Scooped Up. Okay, taking it down. And just to show some other cool cards at the moment. Don't remember the set. Slightly newer. By slightly newer, it's still 2007. As you can see here, a Geodude level 12 kind of Pokemon. We are going to run that. Again, a mixed set right now. The Mega Gengar EX. And a Mewtwo Holo from 2022. And the Mega Gengar sweet card. But your Geodude vintage. All right, Buckbabe going on. All right, back to Fossil. And duplicate. Execute. Ekans. Grimer. And a Weezing from Fossil. Awesome, thank you. All right, I got 6 more Fossil cards in my hands. Some of them are good. You get a Golbat Fossil, Graveler Fossil, another Grimer, a Kingler Fossil, which is a cool card, good card, Sandslash, and my last fossil, another Kabuto fossil. I'm going to say your Sandslash and your Kingler are probably, with your Kabuto, are worth the money here. And Night Owl taking it down. Awesome. All right. Let's I'm going to throw up some random cards at the moment. 2019 Pikachu. I love this one with bubbles. 2022 Hollow Togetic. I can't say this one. The Togepi Evolution. A 2024 Mewtwo. Again. And let's throw in the awesome knitted Poliwag. Again, this card is from 2017, but I love the little knitted Pokemon cards. They're fun. That's running now. Oh, it's not running now. Sorry. It is running now. Again, the Poliwag, a Mewtwo Hollow, a Reverse Hollow, the Jetic Hollow, and a Pikachu. Awesome. All right, let's go with this is vintage. Going to run it on its own here. Vintage e-reader 2002 Mr. Mime. Starting at $2. Awesome, thank you. You guys have been awesome. Let's pull out another fun card. Not vintage at all, but we're gonna throw out a promo card. The Team Rocket Wobbuffet, still in the promo packaging and stuff. You can see the black star right there for promo. Really great card. And you guys have been awesome. We're not going to raise it at all. We're going to start it at $2. I love this Wobbuffet card. Again, if you're a fan of the anime, Wobbuffet is an awesome character in that anime. Awesome, thank you. Good pickup. I believe that card is around $10. So it's a good one. All right, I am going to throw a bunch of cards at you right now. They are all from 151, not from the set 151, but from the Gen 1 Pokemon. Some, again, you would consider some of them to be kind of basic, like this Tauros, Aeolin Diglett, a Paldean Tauros, which I think is a really cool looking Pokemon. April Look Away, a Ninetales. There's a reverse holo Togepi, Hypno, a holo Slowbro. These are all from different sets. Here's a Pokemon Go Pikachu, a really happy Growlithe, Pokemon Go Magikarp, Pokemon Go Onix. Sorry. Again, lots of cards being thrown at you here. A Hop Snorlax. That is a holo. A Team Rocket Zapdos, also a holo. A Iono's Voltorb reverse holo. Team Rocket Hypno reverse holo. Aeolian Marowak reverse holo. Again, not huge hits, but not bad hits either. It's okay if you don't want it. All good. Thanks for looking at them. All right, let's run. Again, another vintage set. I can't remember. We've talked about it already. Kind of starts with Gen 2. So you have a Skiploom. Again, this set is from 2000. A Shuckle, a Murkrow, a Chinchou, and a Geodude. That's starting now. And Buckbabe picks. Awesome. I'm expecting a huge Pokemon show out of Buckbabe here soon. All right. Let's run what I got with Jim. Probably only got 2 more left in me, guys, before my throat absolutely collapses. So we're going to run a... This is from Jim Heroes, I believe. Misty's Poliwag. Misty's Poliwrath. Misty's Shelter. And a Sabrina's Drowsy with this set. Duplicate and start the auction. And Night Owl. Awesome. I don't know if Jomiji is still running around, but I do have this. I believe it's Korean. Sleeping Art Rare Raichu, which is kind of a sweet card. But I am an English collector. And I'm probably way low on this, but we're going to start it at $2. Again, Art Rare Sleeping Raichu. Again, Korean, I believe. Again, good pickup. It's a really cool card, Jay Denny. And it looks better in person than it does on the camera. I promise. All right, let's do one more lot here at the end, and I will make it a good lot. All right. We are going to start off with an Erica's Gloom, Gym Challenge, Brock Mankey, Lieutenant Surge Spiro, Sabrina's Drowsy. With that, we are going to throw in a Jungle, Paris, Gloom, Oddish, and Marowak. Marowak is probably the good card here. Awesome, Jay. Okay, absolutely. That will go to Jomiji. Thank you, Jay Denny. I know he will appreciate that. Absolutely. If you get this to 10, I will add some more cards. All right. You also get the Mega Kangaskhan EX. And again, I will do the WSC thing. You are also going to get the Mega Gengar EX with that, Buck Babe. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Again, for our first show with me barely having a voice, you guys have been awesome. I probably won't be. You guys have taken most of my vintage that have already, but really appreciate it. Thank you all for joining. Again, I will be running some more. I do have lots of different full arts that I'm willing to give up, or different Pokemon and stuff. Feel free to send me messages if you're looking for a card or looking for different particular Pokemon. I have a ton. But anyway, thank you all for joining. And I have no idea how to end this. So I might, hot toddies are one of my favorites. I have some honey, and I have some Kentucky bourbon in that I might appreciate a little bit for medicinal purposes only, obviously. But all right, thank you all, and I have no idea how to raid. I have no idea how to end. I know to end, and it doesn't look like there's anyone to raid into. So have a good night.